Welcome back to Sports Betting Truth. A little bit different of a setup than you guys are used to, but it all ties into the video that we're going to talk about today, the last video of the average life of the average sports bettor series, and that is taking a break. At some point in your sports betting journey, you need to take a break. Whether or not you're winning or losing, taking a break is a good thing. After your gut has failed you and research has failed you and trends and touts and all the other methods I've talked about in the videos before this have failed you, eventually you're going to come to a fork in the road and you'll be like, what do I want out of sports betting? Why am I doing this? Because let's face it, guys, it's hard. Pretty much everyone who tries it is going to lose. So that's why it's imperative that you take a step back and take a break at some point and ask yourself these questions like, why do I want to bet on sports? What motivates me to do it? What gives me passion about sports betting? Do I want to keep doing this? Ask yourself those questions. Am I okay with continuing down the sports betting path even though I'm losing? And if you're one of the fortunate people to actually be winning long term, you have to ask yourself, is this sustainable? Now, as for me personally, I'm taking a break myself. This is the first video I filmed in like a month. All the previous videos in this series I filmed pretty much in back-to-back days, all one after the other. And then I packed up my stuff, put it in a closet, and said, you know what, I'm gonna take a break myself because I think me taking a break is very important to help me rediscover my passion for all of this. This channel is now 2 years old. And over time, I feel like my passion for sports betting has kind of waned. I don't have that same passion and fire that I had when I first started this channel. And I know what a lot of people are going to say. They're going to be like, oh, it's because you weren't winning. Well, no, that's it. Even if I was winning, I was winning in college basketball this past season when it came to second half bets. But even when I was winning, I was losing that passion because I've been waking up every morning since December or whatever, to update my models because there's only so much you have to automate. There's still some things you have to do manually. So between college basketball and baseball, every single morning I was getting up and running my models. And it was starting to become a grind a little bit and a drag. And I was like, you know what? I don't have the passion and fire for this anymore. And so I decided to pack up all my equipment, put it in the closet, and just take a break. Now, I'm not saying Sports Betting Truth is over. I'm not saying it's over and done with and I'm not going to be making videos anymore. But for me, this is more of like a sabbatical to kind of rediscover myself, rediscover why Sports Betting Truth exists and what I want out of the channel, what motivates me, what gives me passion for all this, so I can continue to produce good videos for my audience that are good sports betting content. I just don't want to crank out videos and feel obligated to do it just because I have a channel and feel like I need to. I don't want it to be quantity over quality. I want quality videos that have a passion and drive behind it because I feel like the best content that anybody makes as a YouTuber is something they're passionate about. And I kind of lost that passion, I lost that edge, so that's why I decided to take a break. And I know some people are going to be like, well, I'm winning. If I take a break, I'm leaving money on the table. Well, you might be right. You might be leaving money on the table. But the question I ask for you is your sports betting lifestyle sustainable? I'm going to tie this back into dieting. So when you're dieting, the reason I diet, I'm like a single digit body fat and everything. And I diet. But you know what? I don't restrict myself 100% of the time. I let myself cheat, and I actually cheat kind of often. Because if you restrict yourself, then you're not going to be able to sustain it long term. If you give yourself the freedom to not restrict yourself every now and then, you're going to be able to stick to your diet a lot longer. And it's the same with sports betting. If you don't take a break, then how long are you truly going to be able to sustain what you're doing? If you take a break, take a step back, re-examine it all, then I feel like you're going to be able to sustain it a lot longer. And that's why I feel like you should take a break whether or not you're winning or losing. But especially if you're losing, because if you're losing, then taking a break is absolutely imperative because it keeps you from becoming a problem gambler and it allows you to ask the questions I posed at the beginning of the video. Why am I doing this? Am I okay with continuing to do this even though I lose and probably will continue to lose? Am I okay with losing the amount of money I'm losing? What motivates me to do this? Is this something I'm passionate about? Is this worth it? It allows you to ask questions and take a step back and not be caught up and absorbed in the sports betting world, so to speak, because it can be a very powerful pull for people. It really can. And so taking that break, taking that step back allows you to kind of see the big picture, see the forest from the trees, so to speak. And that's why I'm a huge advocate of taking a break regardless. And I'm not saying take a break for a day or for a week. I'm talking about like a break for at least a month, maybe 2 or 3. Make sports betting seasonal. Don't make it a year-round thing. My sports betting's always been seasonal. That's why I only stick to one sport. That's why I only do college football, college basketball, and baseball. And to be honest with you, I think I need to insert breaks in there at some point of the year. You know, college football has a built-in breaks. That's why football is actually a beneficial sport to bet on, because it's only once a week. But for daily sports like college basketball and baseball, you need to find out a way to get breaks in there, so you're not completely absorbed every day into it. But I feel like this is the natural progression of any sports bettor. If you've watched this entire series and now you watch this video, you're gonna see that this is the natural end game, taking a break and then rediscovering yourself, rediscovering your passion. And if you can do that, then you might be able to make sports betting something enjoyable long term. Otherwise, it can be destructive, and that's why I advocate for breaks. Anyway, just trying to talk you guys off the ledge. No, this isn't the end of Sports Betting Truth. No, I'm not shutting it down. Yes, I will be back. And I'm taking a break, like I said, to rediscover my passion for this channel so I can continue to put out good quality videos. I do have some good things planned in the future, so stay tuned. Right here to Sports Betting Truth. Don't be worried if I don't come out with any videos for the next week or 2. I do plan on continuing to pump out more content eventually. Like I said, I just need to take a break to rediscover my passion for all this, and you should too. Take a break, guys. You don't have to bet on sports every day. Trust me, you're going to enjoy taking a break. And then you'll ask yourself, is there anything I'm truly missing? Well, that's up for you to answer. Until next time, you've been watching Sports Betting Truth.